and I wasn't secure in it. As soon as I lost my job, I lost my home. I sold my cars. I didn't have a place to live. It just went like that, right? And so, and I had a profession and multiple. I worked in surgery, and I was a certified lifeguard, and I also, do construction, electricity. So it wasn't like I didn't have any skills to fall back on or anything like that. But I couldn't pay my bills because I didn't own the property that I was residing on. So after that incident happened to me, like I was basically homeless. The next time I was like, I'm saving my money. I'm buying the place for cash. And all I have to come up with is the tax money, every year or whatever. And that really gave me a real sense of security. Other than, I want to learn more about Bitcoin and the commerce and all like that, because that's a cool thing. But the thing that, like I was saying, that gave me security is that my place is paid for, and if all hell breaks loose, I can still feed myself and barter. Like barter is huge here. Like everywhere you go, but people don't have money, liquid currency here, and they're like, dude, I'll trade you 3-star fruits for a banana almost everywhere you go, So they're sort of used to it here. They're used to it. So when what do they say? Shit hits the fan. Sort of a place like this, it's not cold, so there's always stuff to eat. It's like when I lived in Wisconsin, there was too, but I think that it's something to think about, in your mind, that if there's no money, you can't pay your bills. No matter what the economy is, you just can't pay it. But I don't know what would happen. That's never happened in my lifetime. That we're like, they had the Great Depression or whatever. My grandfather and my grandmother lived through that. And they were like penny pinching, really cheap like people. But I don't ever remember, like I'm 58 years old now, and I don't ever remember. Like they've been talking about American currency going to crap and world currency and the New World Order ever since I was a kid, guys. Ronnie Reagan used to talk about that shit.
Yeah.
And nothing really has changed yet. You can look out and say, they'll tell you, the news will tell you how much things have changed and all like that, but it doesn't change that much that I can see.
No, it's bullshit.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. Bullshit, man.
Yeah.
For me, it's not about necessarily because the news and CNN and stuff like that, I try and stay away from. But what I do is I look at different things in the market, and I can see like the own dollar bills that I have in my wallet can do less and less and less. And then the wages don't go up. And I started to notice this. And obviously, even being an entrepreneur or not being an entrepreneur, you just start to wonder what's going on. Is there an alternative? Is there a better way? Now, I have some gold. I have an IRA, a 401k, but then I got interested in Bitcoin because I saw it going up. And one thing I was going to say is mycelium, or mycelium, however you pronounce that.
Mycelium.
Mycelium.
Yes, sir. Yep.
The idea behind that is it's a safe wallet. Me and Chris were on with a friend named Juan who actually showed us, and it was a lot of fun, what to do. There's two things you can do. You can go to this website, mycelium.com, and actually get a wallet. Or what we did was actually have my smartphone, and then what I would do is go on the Google Play Store or go to an app store, literally type this in, and it's kind of hard to show my phone on camera. But if you have a smartphone, and I can explain how to do it, you go to an app store, put this in, get the app, and then once you have that app, you'll have an address. And an address is basically like, you can think of it as your bank account routing number, or basically how money comes in. And then I'd find someone, or a group of people who need services who will pay you in that form of currency, Bitcoin. And then I started writing articles for a friend, and I started making videos for him and saying, what kind of videos and articles do you need? And then after that, he started giving me like little amounts of Bitcoin. And then when I started to see it go up, I started looking at websites like Fiverr to see, okay, well, I can write articles. What else can I do? There's actually gigs on there. I haven't gone through all of them. But there are people, and you can look at ratings, who will show you different ways to earn Bitcoins and probably other cryptocurrencies in the ways of books and consulting. So that's a little introduction to where you can get started. Obviously, if you did like a paid seminar, we could go further and further. That's an idea of how to invest in the digital age of the 21st century and have some fun with it, and why you should too.
That's cool, Kareem. Thank you. I appreciate that, because like it's funny because I've been trying to learn about this stuff, but like I don't trust any of the guys that are telling me because they're mostly full of crap. But I know you guys. I trust you guys because you're doing it, and I've known you now for like almost 2 years.
Yeah.
So I knew you were getting into it a little bit, but I'm really glad that you are, so I have a place to come and learn about it, because I needed that, because I was sort of shying away from it. It's like kind of complex to me anyways.
Yeah, it can get pretty complicated, but one thing I know about it from what I've learned so far is that you don't want to put your money on a centralized, what's it called?
Exchange.
Yeah. You want your money, you want your cryptocurrency on a decentralized exchange, because that means that it has no interference from any kind of bank.
Or an IRS can't pop up and go, hey.
Yeah, like Micah was talking about. It's not on somebody else's server or a company server or something.
Yeah, cool. No, I didn't understand that part either, because I didn't understand centralized and decentralized until he talked about that today. That's hugely important, man.
Yeah.
Hugely. And I didn't get, like, if you go to an exchange, it doesn't say it really. You sort of have to know, don't you? Like from someone else, this is a centralized one, this is a decentralized, or what?
Well, when you go to certain Bitcoin sites, I'm sure it'll tell you if it's centralized or decentralized.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
One way you can know, if you have to connect your bank account to it, it's probably centralized. If
Yes.
you don't,
Absolutely.
then
Yep.
it's decent. So that's a big thing, because and I have centralized ones too. There's some advantages to it, but the problem is the IRS are, wanting to know everything, and they're not very friendly with entrepreneurs or with people who want to use cryptocurrencies, unfortunately. And maybe that will change within time, but the exciting thing is the ones like Mycelium, OK Cash, Potcoin, we just figured out if you're into that, Horizon. And there's others. There's one called Dash, and I could keep going and going. But really, the idea is just Google some of these things, see what you want to invest in, and then see what piques your interest, and then learn more about it. Because me and Chris can only do so much in 1 hour. But if you get excited and you do your own research and you get some get up and go, then you might find a whole new world on the internet. I find the internet fascinating.
Yep.
All right. So now we have.
I got to take off, you guys. Okay, I got some stuff I got to get done. So I'll talk to you guys later.
All right.
All right.
I want to thank Dan Sissick, Carly, Micah Wallace, Rick Rodriguez, and Chris Peters on how to invest with cryptocurrencies and just learning a little bit more about it.
Hey, thanks, Chris. I appreciate you hitting me up, because I just got in the house and then you hit me up to come on here, and I'm so glad that you invited me on to learn more about this cryptocurrency, because I need to learn more about it. Thank you.
Yeah, man, no worries. Yeah.
And I'm so glad that you guys are doing it. It's so awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, well, you're welcome anytime, Rick.
Oh, I know that. I know that. I've been shanning. You know what? No, I'm kidding. I
All
just
right.
haven't had a chance to get on. But I will, you guys. And I appreciate all that you